I'm sure you're wondering where Brem is. Well, I'm Lumos. I am a student solver and setter from the United States. I'm a university student, and I really enjoy solving and setting puzzles. So BremSter's asked me here because he wants to highlight a bunch of new voices in the solving community here on YouTube. So here I am with a puzzle that I think will be super cool. As I said before, I'm a university student. I'm actually a student of Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards, if you've heard those setter names on the channel. They said a lot of stuff, and they're the ones who first introduced me to variant Sudoku and setting Sudoku, and the fact that there even is like a YouTube solving community. And so I have so much gratitude for them and everything they've done to help me foster that interest, be able to be a part of something that I've loved since I was a kid. And with Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards, I also work on the 9 by 9 project, which is a project where we are setting puzzles for elementary schoolers and about 8 years old sort of age range. And we're teaching them how to use the correct notation and how to think critically and logically so they can get to the solution as, comfortably and quickly and, they can learn things from puzzles. We believe that puzzles can be a great way to learn logic and math skills and they can set you up for success. And for me, it's a super cool idea just because I've been solving puzzles since I was in third grade. I started solving Sudokus the same way I think everybody does, or most people, where I had, one of those gas station Sudoku books, and my mom just gave it to me, and off I went. But I was really excited to learn about variant Sudoku in the last year because I've always been solving classics, and I think that the logic behind variant Sudoku is just so unique. I mean, every constraint is unique. Outside of puzzling, I like to read, I like to crochet, and I'm studying computer science and Spanish, so I also like, well, puzzling or programming and different languages. So, the puzzle I've chosen today is a puzzle written by one of my classmates, and his setting name is MeanGold. I asked him, if he'd be cool with me highlighting this puzzle. It's called Petra, and it'll become clear, I guess, at the end. I've been told there's a pop-up message at the end that'll kind of give us a little bit more context into the name. But as it is, I guess let's give this a shot, right? So let me hit restart on the puzzle. And here we go. Oh, I guess I should probably read the rules. So maybe I won't give this a shot yet. Okay, so normal Sudoku rules apply, which means every row, box, and column must contain a complete set of 9 digits without repetition. Um, each of the highlighted color areas are shaded regions. And so like this area is an extra region. We've got one here, here, and down here. They're in different colors just because they're so close to each other. It might be a little bit difficult to differentiate, but hopefully the cages and the colors will help a little bit with that. The digits in each of these killer cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and digits in bordered circles must be odd. Uh, so now let's give this a shot, and I'll restart the puzzle. Let's see. The first place that I think I want to start is with this 5 because I know that there's only 2 ways to make 5. So it can't be 2, 3. There's a 2 in the box. We'll do 1, 4. Let's see. Think. Okay, I know that there's already a 5 in this region, and there's a 5 in this row. So here in 6, we'll stick a 5 right there. And over here, I know there's probably a 5 up here in the top. Let's see. Extra regions. Let's think. We know that there's going to be a 7 somewhere over here because of both these 7s looking up. And let's see what we can pull out of this 10 cage. We know it won't be 3 and 7, but we've still got a lot of options on the board. Let's see. Oh, we can see that there will be a 7 here in this green cage. Which will tell me that one of these will probably be a 7, but I can't can't be sure of that yet. So let's see. Let's see. Got an 8 down here. We know there'll be a 1 in this cage. Got a 22. we know there will be a 9 in this cage. And actually, since there's a 7 in the box, it can't be 6, 7, 9. So it will be 5, 8, 9. That's the makeup of that cage. I'm going to fill in some options until everything kind of comes clear of where I should be going. But yeah, so far so good. And let's see. Honestly, I think it's probably going to be best to look around some of these extra regions. So let's see. I need to figure out how to get a 7 into this extra region. Look at that. There's a 7 in the box, and there's a 7 in column 3. So that means this has to be a 7 to fill in the extra region. Great. And then actually, we know that there's going to be a 7 down here, so the 7 doesn't go in this row also because of the 7 down, and because we know the 7s will be in this region down here. So again, 7s are getting limited up here, but not totally sure where they're going to be at. Let's see. Ones kind of have a similar story where we know that they're in this region already and they can't go here. They'll probably be in one of these, but we can't be sure yet. Let's see where we want to go next. This is an 11 cage. I know there's no 8 on it. That's not too useful yet. Okay, we know that there has to be a 2 in this region. Can't be inside this box, can't be right here, and it can't be in this odd spot, so we know it's going to be one of those two. And honestly, we've got to get some 5s in this green region too. Totally missed that. Can't be in this box, can't be in this row. There's a 5, and there's a 2. Awesome. So, let's see. 2, 5. All right, we've got 7's already kind of an idea of where they're going to go. 9s are going to be in one of these spots, but that feels like too many to start marking. I chose one of MeanGold's puzzles because as a new setter, we've been, our setting journey started at the same time last semester, and I think that he writes really cool puzzles, always with a great theme, and he always has a very clear solve path. So I was pretty sure this would be a great place to start, and I still am. So yeah, let's see. No, this can't be a 1, can't be a 5, can't be a 7. So this is a 3 or a 9. Oh, not a 9, because I can see a 9 right there. So it sees a 9 in the column, 7 and 5 in the row, and a 1 in the column. That is a 3. Great. So what else do we have to fill in this the last cells in this green region? We've got to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Don't know that that would be super useful with that much marking, but I think at this point it's not too bad. All right, we know that there's going to be a 3 up here because we've already got a 3 in this region, which looks over here, but doesn't give me too much over here. It does tell me though that there's this 3 in this column tells me that there's definitely a 3 in this region. So I'll have to keep that in mind later because I don't think that marking it now is going to give me too much help. I know that it can't be in this cage either though because of the 8 looking down, and this may be difficult to see, but it's an 11 cage, so it'll be somewhere here once I get the 3. I think I maybe will go ahead and mark that. All right, 1's looking up here, so we know there's going to be a 1 in one of these two. Let's see, 3 and 5 are already taken care of. 1, 7, and 9 are all that's left, so something's got to fill in these odd dots. Let's put a 1 right there, since it can't go in either of the other odd dots, and we know that 7 and 9 are going to fill in these other two. So 7 and 9 are kind of our candidates for these two. This 9 looks up, making this a 7 and this a 9. All right. So we got a 6, 8. Let's finish off the triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So 4's kind of looking over here. Good to go. And let's keep taking, let's see if I have anything else to take off here. Okay, great. We've actually got sort of a 6, 7, 8 triple in this extra region. So we're going to be able to put a 9 right there. And actually, I guess this would mean this is a 3, 3, 6, 7, or 8. I don't want to mark that too soon. I think I might get it jumbled up. Oh, you know what? This 8 cage, it has to be either 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. And we have a 2 already in the column, so it will be 1, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and mark that triple. And that actually gives me the location of the 3 in box 5. And that means we know this could be a 6, 7, or 8. Also take off the 4 here. So now we've got a true 6. I was going to say a 6, 7, 8 triple, but the 7 here in row 4 is looking over, making it not possible right there. So we've got a 6, 8 pair in this column, and a 7 goes right there. Although I guess I could have seen that earlier because we removed the 7 from it here earlier, so that's good. All right, 1, it's going to be 2, 6, or 8 down here. That's left for my triple. All right, so let's see, I've got to do 18, but I can't have a 3 or a 4. Lovely killer cage calculator tells me this will be 5, 6, and 7, which now we are moving. So 5, 6, 7, remove 6 as an option from this pair. So we're going to be able to say there's 2 8 points here to this 6, 8, making this a 6, and this up here an 8. Then we place a 6 up here. We're going to look through the box and kind of pull out the 6s. And so an 8 is left to go right here, and a 4 up in this box, or up in this cell. So we are moving pretty good. Let's see where we're going next. 6, 7, 4. Okay, so one thing I see here, there's a 7 already in this yellow region, so I can actually pull this 7 out. It's 5, 6 pair, so I can place the 7 right there. And this 8, didn't see it before, but it's looking over, and so that makes that 2, and that an 8. So we know there's a 5, 6 pair already in the yellow region and in this box. Let's see what else we need. We need a 1, 3, 4. So I think 1, 3, 4, and 9 are the last ones. We'll pull 3 out of both of those because of the 3 in the row. So we've got 1, 4, 9. Oh, cool. We've got a 1, 4, 9 triple actually in this row. So I can actually pull 9 over there. And that means I have 5, 8 triple here. Place 9 right there. Awesome. So that means I can also remove the 9 from here. 1, 4 pair, 9 over here. Awesome. So that 1, 4 pair is also, just because it's in this yellow region, it's going to take 1 and 4 out as options here in this cell. So we'll put a 3 right there, making another 1, 4 pair right there. All right. That has been some good progress right there. All right. Let's see about placing. I want to take a look at some of these 9s. But I'm not sure I'm going to get quite enough traction on them. So let's see. We'll take a look. I liked the way this yellow region really worked well with this cage logic, and just like paying attention to the regions is the key, obviously, to this puzzle. I can actually remove 2, 9 as an option here, so this is either 4, 7 or 5, 6. So here I'll go ahead and mark it 5, 6 or 4, 7. It's kind of, I believe that'll be helpful at some point. All right. This one, all we know is it can't be 3, 7, but it seems like it's still got too many options for me to comfortably start marking on it. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark some 3s down here because of both 3s in the 2 bottom rows. Let's see. Let's see if we can remove some options from this 12. cage, so we'll take off an 8, take off a 9, and we still end up with quite a lot of options this cage could be. Move the 3 too. Okay. Actually, you know what? 2 sevens both look over. We can place a 7 right there. And now we are left with just one option. These are both 1 and 4 because 7 plus 1 plus 4 is 12. It's the only way to make 12 and 3 with a 7 without a 3 on it. And so yeah, we're stuck with another 1 4 triple. Let's see. I know that there's going to be a 7 either here or there because of the looking around with my 7s. And same, I think up here we have a little bit of an X-wing going on. Oh. Alright, so let's fill in the rest of the triples for this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll 2 here. 5, 6 pair, which means this is part of the 1, 4 pair that keeps showing up around here. You know what? This 8 is looking over to make this a 5, this an 8, which makes this a 6. 5 looks over making this a 6, and makes that a 5. And this 5 looks over to make this a 6, and we can take 6 out of these 2 cells. So we've got a 2, 5 pair and a 1, 4 pair. And let's see what this last pair is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 3, 6 pair. Awesome. And we know this digit is going to have to be a 2. Awesome. And that is the kind of thing I'm looking for. I'm trying to work through some of these regions because this 2 kind of forces 2 to be on this or in this region, right here in this region, not like in this cell, per se. So I can say there will be a 2 somewhere in here. And let's see, I think I want to keep track of that, but I'll have to notice that there's kind of a lot of 2s corner marked in here, but just want to make sure that I remember that it's in the region here in this cell. 7, 8. I think I've kind of got a little bit of room for 8s over here. Look at some 9s maybe. Looks like 8 and 9 are kind of constricted to the same spots in that cell. Let's see, where should we go next? My guess is it's definitely going to have to do with the region logic, so let's take a look and see if we can figure out what I'm missing for a second. Let's see. I've got to get a 1 on this region, so I also know that 1's going to be somewhere down here, but that's a lot of places that 1 can be. I know that 1 can't be here, so actually there's definitely 1 here because this 1 sees all these cells in this cage because they're all in the same region. So I've got a 1 definitely over here, but I guess I could have also seen that just from this 1 looking down and this 1, 4 pair looking up. Okay. Let's see if there's any good spots to start marking some triples, doubles, quadruples maybe. I don't really want to mark up this whole row, so I'm not going to do all of that. 2. Here, let's take a look at where my 2s are. Did that already. 3s. No change. I've only got 1 placed 4. Yeah, 4s are probably not where I'm going to be looking at the moment. I say, hoping that I don't pop up and do a 4 next. Alright, 5s are up here. We've got that marked. We also know that there's some 5s up here because of the 2 5s and we're doing 3. 6. Alright, once again, I know that 6 is going to be on the region in here, which is actually important because these 2 6s are sort of blocking out all of these cells, the 6 in row 1, the 6 in column 9. So since there won't be a 6 anywhere up here, we've got 6s somewhere here. But this 6 in column 9 and the 6 in row 6 are restricting the 6s to be in this region right here. So we know that these cells can't contain a 6 because then there would be 2 6s in the region. So actually, we can place a 6 right here. If I can click it. All right, cool. And that also gives us another 6 over here in box 1 because both these 6s look over. And so now that our 6 will be here in row 3. We've got a little bit of a similar, well, before I say that, we've got this 6 looking down, so that'll make this a 3, and we'll see a 6 right here. And now we're even more restricted because this 6 in column 1 and this 6 in column 3 are kind of looking into box 4, and we know that there can, and actually there's another 6 in box 5 looking over here. So these two cells are going to be a 6, I believe. And also over here, I would say we have an X-wing, except that we don't, because in order for this to be we already marked this up earlier. We know that this can be 5-6 or it can be 4-7, and we can't put the 6 up here, so it's not really an X-wing. The 6 kind of can only go right here. So this is a 6, that's a 5, and I can look over, cancel this out, and make this a 6 over here in box 4. Awesome. So now we've got 6s in both these regions, 5s in both these regions. Let's see about 7s in these regions, right? So I think this region already has a 7, this one does too. This one over here does not though, and this 7 and this 7 are working really hard to keep it out of this region here in box 6. So I believe this is our 7 right here for this region. Let's check that to make sure, but yeah, pretty sure. Yep, 7 can be placed right there. And we'll remove some of our corner marks here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, these we're missing 7 right here. These two look over, this one's here. So here is our 7. I believe we've got all 7s placed now. Awesome. Let's see what we should look at next. Okay, well, let's put we've got a pair right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. Cool. Can't be a 4, actually, because there's a 4 looking up, so this is 9, and that's a 4. And that will help me a lot with these 9s here, because this side looks down, this 9 looks up, and this 9 looks to the right. So we can place a 9 only right there. Also, this 9 being in this region would have restricted it from anything else in this region here in box 6, so it would have been between these two cells, and then this one's looking over, so this is a 9. So if that's a 9, we can actually look over this way as well, and we can say 9 can only be in one of these two places, because you have the 9 also here. Let's see, and I think that leaves us with only one place for a 1 here in box 6, so there's our 1. We'll look over and see if there's anything to mark, but I don't think there's a lot going on here, so I don't think I can mark that quite yet. And yeah, I think I will leave that one for a second. Let's see, let me remove this corner mark. I believe all that's left, all that's left in this row is 1, 2, and a 4. So I know this can't be a 1, can't be a 4 either, so it is a 2. 1 and 4 pair looks up, so this is a 2. This 2 looks over, making this a 1, 4 pair once again in the row. And let's see, we've got 1, 9, 4, and 6, but we've got a 6 looking up from box 7, so this is a 9, that is a 1. Awesome. And this one looks over, making this a 4, and this 1. Let's see what's next. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and see if I can see what I can fill into. Actually, I'm gonna look on this region, not that one, because we're a little bit more restricted over here. We know the triple that goes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. We know that the 4 does not go here, so actually we can go ahead and place 4 right there. And we've got a 3, 8 pair. I don't think that's resolved. No, it's not resolved. So we can go ahead and actually place a digit up here, I believe. Yep. And it's a 5. Remove the 5s from this. Oh, look, this 5 that we placed earlier is looking down, making this a 2, and this a 5, and we've only got 1 left to complete in this column, so I think that's a 3. Great. Over here, well, let's see, we know this is a pair. This is going to be 2 or 8, not resolved yet. Yeah, nothing to resolve it. Okay, now let's take a look at this region that I wanted to take a look at earlier. All right, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's go ahead and start kind of removing stuff that we know does not go. 2 and 3 don't go here because of this column. So we've got 4 and 8, I say cautiously. Go 2 here because of the row. 3, 4, 8 triple, I guess, across the row. Here, I think we've got a 2, 3, 8 triple across the row. And that is looking pretty complete. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, and 8 are the digits that still need to be placed in this region. Unfortunately, I don't think any of those are restricted from this cell right here, but we'll just go ahead and leave it as, oh, look at that, just spotted this one that we placed earlier is looking down, making this a 4 and this a 1, makes this a 4, and makes this 1, and this a 4, and that is a 1. That was a good string of digits there. And actually, I think we should be able to finish off our ones. Yeah, that's what, 8 ones? So we can place a 1 right there. Also, because I just placed that 4, I can remove 4 from here. Let's see. 2, 3, 8, 4, 8. Okay. I think this is also, this is part of that 2, 3, 8 triple in the column, and it can't be a 3 because of the 3 in the row. So now we've got a 2, 8 pair across the row, and up here at the top, I can place a 9. Is that? Yeah, that's 9. Okay, great. So I think we've got another 4, 8 pair. We got 4, 8 pair here in column 1, and let's see. It's going to be 2, 3, 4, or 8, but it's not an 8, so 2, 3, 4 triple across the column. All right, so I think what is going to fix us up here, we're going to be looking a little bit at this. Has to be the region logic, I think. That is the last thing we're missing. So let's see. 2, 8, 2, 3. If I place, looks like 3 in this cage is restricted to this region, so I can remove 3 from this cell because we know that 3 is in this region somewhere down here, so it can't be right there. So that means that this is no longer 2, and this is no longer an 8 because of the 2, 8 pair. So here's a 4, there's a 3. This 4 looks down, making this an 8. This 3 looks down, making this a 4, and this a 2. And then to finish off the box, we'll place a 3 right here. This 3 looks over, making this an 8, and that a 3. And now we've got what seems to be a 2, 8 pair. We can resolve that because this region still needs an 8. So there's an 8, here is a 2, looks across, making this an 8, and this a 2. And that was Petra by MeanGold. And I believe that this puzzle was designed to kind of, don't quote me on this, I guess, but to look a little bit like the ancient skyline of Petra. That was the digits that were the cages were kind of gave the feel of that. I don't know what Petra looks like, but I know that MeanGold was inspired by a trip that he took and by a monthly puzzle prompt a month or 2 ago. So this was Petra. It was a lovely puzzle, as always. I hope to see a little bit more of MeanGold's work as he keeps pushing these up to get solved. He's making a lot of great puzzles, and he's only been working for what, like maybe 6 months now. So I've really enjoyed solving this puzzle, and I've really enjoyed being here solving on YouTube. I've never done anything like that before. But yeah, thank you. I guess this is me signing off. Bye.